right, 10.2. Woo! Thanks for being here. So, not sure what year it is while you're watching this video, but if it's still doing it, our Weber High.
Hey, what up?
So our Weber High. Good. Yeah, Mr. Newble's classroom, a little bit higher, is accountability and integrity and respect. Woo! Yeah, air. That's our mantra. So we're doing this year and probably future years. So accountability, we will utilize new book map videos. You're already doing it. Thanks for watching. We will turn in our own work. We'll turn in our work that's not our own. Pause me, and try each one on your own first, right? Try each one on your own. Pause me, turn in your own work, no copying. And then respect, we will raise our hand to speak or when called upon. Yeah, raise your hand to speak. Woo! Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that is our mantra, our theme, our everything here at Weber High. Woo! Cool. So thanks for watching. We are working on 10.2. Ooh, that's a good review problem. So don't forget that that things go up and become positive. Things go up and become positive, and then we add the powers. So we have z to the third power on top, and then y is negative and it comes down. So then we have y to the third on the bottom, and then x to the negative 2 comes down, and you make it positive. And x cubed plus x squared is x to the fifth power, and then 30 divided by 24 reduces, what, divide by 6, So our final answer is 5z cubed over 4x to the fifth, y to the third. Way-o. Nice. So give number 2 a try. Give number 2 a try. You got this. Keep going. Solve the inequality. A number line has been provided to help you. Write the solution in interval notation. This is really good review for next year, right? You want to do good in math next year? Well, then you got to remember everything that we ever learned. Woo! Yeah. So we're going to get everything on the same side. So we're going to have what? Minus 8x squared over to this side like that. So we have 2x to the fourth minus 6x cubed minus 8x squared is less than or equal to 0. Pause me. Remember, pause me. Try it on your own. Pause me. Try it on your own. Try to pull out the G, C, F, and see if that helps us factor this. So pull out the 2x squared. We're left with x squared minus 3x. Negative 8 and 2 is negative 4. X squareds cancel. Good. Ooh, that factors more. How nice. We get x and x, factors of 4 are 1 and 4. Sign middle term goes with the bigger number. So now we have 3 factors going on. We have 2x squared. We have x plus 1. And we have x minus 4. Nice. Okay, let's see here. So then each of those can be set equal to 0. And so you divide by 2, and then we square root both sides. So yeah, so this one's just 0. This one is opposite side, negative 1, and positive 4. And so this one is a bounce. We're going to bounce at 0. You remember bounce and cross through? You remember? And these two are crossed through because of the 1. Remember, power 1 cross through. Okay, so let's graph this. We have 0, we have negative 1, we have 4 way over there. What's the highest power? It's 4, and it's positive. So 4 and positive is even, and so it's up. So we're going this way, and we're going this way. Now, as we get to negative 1, we're going to cross through, but then at 0, we're going to bounce. And then at 4, we're going to cross through. Way-o. Okay, so what does less than or equal to 0 mean? Do you remember this? Less than or equal to 0 means all less than 0. all negative solutions. We want all negative solutions. You remember this? Come on. Remember this? So all negative solutions, it's equal to means we are doing close hold and not open hold. So we can do brackets. So we're less than from -1 to 0. And then from 0 to 4, because it's less than or equal to, we can include 0 and 4. So we should be -1. We should be -1 to 4. As our solutions, all negative numbers, all negative solutions. Let's double check. Yep, we got it. Got it right. Convert the angle measure from radians to degrees. You know how to convert it, don't you? From radians to degrees? Yeah. So a degree does not have a pi in there, so we're going to go ahead and take away the pi. You can't just take away the pi, you got to pay for that. So give them 180 bucks. So you're going to do 7 times 180 divided by 6. Way-o. And then solve the right triangle. That's what we learned in 10.1, so give that a try. You try, come on, you need more practice. It's even. You try. Find the missing side or angle in degrees. Good, more trying, keep trying. Okay, so this is a right triangle. They give us all the sides, but they want us to find the angle. So it can be any trig function. All 3 of them actually work. Across from the angle, this is opposite. Across the 90 degrees, this is hypotenuse. This is adjacent. So all 3 of them essentially could give you the right answer, right? So any of these will work. Right, let's see, we could do tangent. So tangent of theta is equal to opposite 24 over adjacent 10. And then what would you do to both sides? You would inverse tangent. And that'll get you your answer there. Inverse tangent. Yeah, inverse tangent there. Inverse tangent. You could also do cosine. Adjacent over hypotenuse, cosine. Adjacent over hypotenuse, cosine. So inverse cosine would work if it's adjacent over hypotenuse. And last but not least, theta could also be inverse sine. Any of these will get you the correct answer. They should all be the same answer, right? Because that's the whole purpose of these relationships, is that they should work. So give number 8 a try now. Here we go. Make sure we're in degrees. Okay, so we do an inverse tangent of 24 over 10. So we get 67.3, or you could have done inverse cosine of 10 over 26, because they gave us all this up. 26, yeah. 26, there it is, 67.38. And last but not least, inverse sine of 24 over 26. So you choose, they all work when you have all 3 sides. Just have to get it right. So all of them equal 67.38. So round to the nearest 10th. So 67.38 is going to be 67.4. 67.38 is the same as 67.4. So 67.4. I have a question. Guess what theta is? 67.4! Woo! We got it! All 3 of them work. I proved it, showed it to you. Okay, look at the next page. Find the following angles using your calculator. Round to the nearest 10th degree. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. So this is where you just inverse sine, cosine, tangent to the other side, right? How do we undo sine? We inverse sine, but if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. Way-o. So 0.3549 is just a ratio of something over something. And so when you go ahead and inverse sine, for example, 0.3549, you get 20.78, round to the nearest 10th. And so that should be at 20.8 degrees. So then we get 20.8 degrees. So really it was 787. So 20.787 rounds to nearest 10th of a degree. So just go into inverse cosine. Inverse cosine. Get your answer, plug it into the calculator. Okay, so now between 0 through 60, which satisfies the given trigonometry? Ooh, so this is 10.2 now. Draw your triangles first. Okay, so this is going to be tangent, which is over 1. So we have, where's tangent? What angle is tangent equal to? We have plus radical 3 over 1. But also, we have tangent of theta equal to minus radical 3 over 1. Now both are going to be opposite over adjacent. So this is opposite, this is adjacent. This is opposite, this is adjacent. So we have to go ahead and draw all four quadrants now. Let's just start with the top one. Let's just start with the top one, the positive one. So if we draw a triangle that's opposite, right? So that would be like this. And that looks like 45, 45, 90. So I'm going to try to change that because that is not radical 2, it's radical 3. And so radical 3 is my opposite side. So since it's my opposite side, it's probably going to be bigger. It's probably going to be bigger like that. And so our opposite side to theta, our opposite side, because tangent is opposite over adjacent, is positive radical 3. And then adjacent is 1. Adjacent is, the adjacent side is 1. And that means it's got to be the hypotenuse. And the hypotenuse is 2, because it's a 1, radical 3, 2 right triangle. And that means that across from the radical 3 is what? That's right, 60 degrees. Let me write that better for you. There's our first answer. There's our first answer. First answer is, it's going to be 60 degrees. This distance to the hypotenuse is the terminal side. So that's going to be 60 degrees. So theta is 60 degrees. And just stay between 0 and 360. Then we also have one that's a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So that is also needs to be accounted for. Needs to be accounted for. That's your x, that's your y. So we're going left 1 and down. Negative radical 3. Same right triangle, still have opposite adjacent hypotenuse. And so this again is 60 degrees. So we're now going to go in red all the way around. That's 90 degrees, 180. And so we're going to go 180 degrees plus 60 more. So 180 plus 60 more is, what's 180 plus 60? 240 degrees. Is our other answer? That's all the way around here to 240 degrees. So that's our other answer, 240 degrees. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. So we still have 2 more to find. Doing the negative here. And then where we have the negative in the bottom, right? We have the negative in the bottom. We're making our butterfly. Making our butterfly. Flap, 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 flap. Or a bow tie. You like my bow tie? Yeah, bow tie. So that means we're also going to go down this way with our right triangle. And so this will be down radical 3 and over 1. And then up here will be up radical 3 and back 1. And so that right there will be what? This is a 30, 60, 90. So 30 more from 90 is 120. That's 120. That's another answer. And so that's where the one on the bottom is negative. So that's going to be 120 degrees is our answer. And then this one down here was going to be a negative radical 3 and a positive 1. And so that's going to be 60 degrees. And now we're going to go all the way around to there. And so this is 270 degrees. If this is 60 degrees, which it is, this is 30 more. So 270 plus 30 is? 270 plus 30 is 300 degrees. Is there another answer? And that's for this one up here. Man, that was crazy. You should rewatch this video. Rewatch to understand what I just did there, right? Because that was crazy sauce. Yeah, so rewatch it. Rewatch this video. Try to understand how to do those problems, because it's not too bad, but it's definitely a little crazy there. All right, where are we at there? Nice, 15 minutes, we'll do one more. Okay, now it says find all the angles that are radians now. It's asking for the radians. So you try, give it a try on your own. We're doing radians now instead of degrees. Give it a try, give it a try, give it a try now. Ooh, this one's a little tricky. Why is this tricky? Because what about the units? What about the quadrant angles? Right, what about the quadrant angles? So this is saying sine of x equals 0. Well, I know that sine, let's see how this works. So this is 1, 0, 0, 1. This is 0, 0, 0, negative 1. This is negative 1, 0. And so we want to know where is sine, like what angles, what degrees, or even radians or radians. So basically, where does sine equal 0? So sine is the y value. Sine is the y value. Sine is the y value. So sine equals 0 there, and sine also equals 0 here. That's where sine equals 0, right? Because sine is the y values. So that's just going to be then at this angle right here, which is 0 degrees. So, and 0 radians as well. 0 radians. So it's going to be 0 radians. And over here, which is the other location. And so that's just going to be pi radians. So those are our two answers. So you try number 14 now, right? You try number 14, right? Try number 14. And then our new lesson is going to be over here, 16, 17. So that's going to be the next video. Watch my next video how to do those, because that's what we're teaching next. Yeah, next video. Thanks for watching. Next video, thanks for watching. You behind the screen. Thanks for watching. And bye for now. Woo! Bye for now. Next video. Thanks for watching. That was a really good review. 10.1 and 10.2. Watch the next video. Bye for now.